Hey Clashers, and welcome back to another video. And well, if you take a look at the top rankings right now, you can see something which is impressive. And that's the difference in between of the rank 1 and the rank 2 player. Yo-Yo right now is crushing it on offense and on defense. He might be one of the best legend base builders out there, but especially his offense is super impressive. And today we want to take a look at first his strategy, like what is he running, and second, how is he using that and what exactly is he looking for. So let's jump into it and let's see what exactly he is doing. So Yo-Yo is running the Queen Charge Lalo. This is a strategy which is really powerful, like really powerful. If you remember my Legend League or like overall strategy ranking video, I put this strategy on the #1 spot, and I think Yo-Yo is exactly showing why it's there, because it has an incredible high skill ceiling. What does this mean? Basically, like if you're putting a ton of hours, a ton of work into learning the strategy, it's going to pay off. And the cool thing about Queen Charge Lalo is that it's going to be strong on any town hall level. Like as soon as you unlock the Queen Charge Lalo is going to be the king. It doesn't matter if it's Town Hall 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, whatever, there is always Queen Charge Lalo and it's always powerful. So whichever town level you are, it's always worth it to try to learn it if you want to. But first off, now let's try to learn something from Yo-Yo. Let's try to see what exactly he's going for. So far, he's charging close to the town hall, like with the objective overall of always trying to get the town hall down. Like this is one of the most important things, and this is one of the most important things to get down with that Lalo. Because if we take a look at the armor composition, he is doing something which I think is a really smart thing, and I have learned over the last couple of months as well, which is bringing a slammer is just so much more powerful than bringing a blimp. Like bringing in a Yeti blimp is always playing the weaker strategy, I feel like. All of those pros who are always going with the safe blimps, most of the time I feel like there is another plan which is most of the time harder to execute, but at the same time it is getting you so much more value. A slammer on the back end with Dragon Riders or with Lalo, does not matter. It's an incredible game changer. You can tank so many traps, you can tank so much in this base. And as long as your queen is just taking down the town hall, which is one of the key things, and this is what Yo-Yo is doing so good, for example with the king, then you're just looking really good. And this is what the Lalo right now is doing, just pushing through the bottom side, taking down the eagle next, and there's just no more damage after the charge, which means sending in the slammer now, kind of like as in back end, which is really incredible. But the slammer so far isn't even opening. So as long as there are no more black mines, this means this slammer isn't even getting opened. Securing the queen, keeping your queen safe is your main objective, and then using your heroes. And the next thing what you will learn over this video is that in Queen Charge Lalo, everything is flexible. That's the cool thing which I love about those queen charges. Sometimes you use the king as a dive option, sometimes just as a funnel option for your queen charge, and the royal champion the same. Sometimes you're using her as a funnel opportunity for the queen. Sometimes you're just adding it to the Lalo, for example. So overall, really high skill ceiling strategy. But if you wanted to put the time in, it's definitely worth it. One thing which we have just seen is that he's always charging for the town hall. But how do you do that on a ring base like this? Like this is looking not as nice to charge, because the thing is that most of the army compositions need just everything to push into the town hall and somehow get that down on a ring base. Well, Queen Charge Lalo is different, because on Queen Charge Lalo, for example, you need to take down the town hall. That's your main objective with the queen charge, and that's not easy. You need to keep your queen alive, you need to make sure that you're controlling the cocoons and everything. And let's take a look at how Yo-Yo is doing that. First off, starting at the bottom side, already has decided that the queen is supposed to walk to the left, with signal, with like showing us that with putting down the sneaky goblin. So really nicely done. The funnel is set, the queen should go in, and now the next wall break is happening, just so the queen has access to the inner ring. From this point on, he's just trying to charge to the left side. He's just trying to charge to the left flank. And what this does is he can use the king to push the queen inside. This is like a really common approach on those legend bases, that you start at one corner, walk into the middle, and let the queen decide, kind of push the queen further in with the with the king. And this is exactly what he's doing right now, just as textbook as what he's doing. King is in. King is now war breaking in on his own. You have overall 4 war breaks. Yes, he could have war break in the king as well, but if you can, just save those war breaks. First, black mines are hitting. It's never easy, especially on those ring bases where the pathing is a bit tricky, to get like a really good Kurkoloon, so that's kind of tricky. And yeah, another 2 black mines are hitting, but I think they targeted the same healer, so that's still okay. He's starting now with like 3 healers, I believe. 2 or 3 healers. Now the clan cast is coming up, but the king now is supporting his queen, which is key to keep her alive. As I said, you want to keep her alive, and you want with her to take down the town hall. And now we have the royal champion in. First off, funneling the other heroes, and second of all, just starting off the Lalo. And you have really often that the royal champion is just getting added to the Lalo. It's really powerful to have the royal champion in all of this. And now the town hall should go down, which is key. The slammer on the outside, and the slammer is just giving you so much more power yet again. Just this back end tankiness. And I see a lot of players running like a Queen George Lalo with 2 hounds. This is not necessary if you have like a slammer, because the slammer is kind of like another hound, tanking really nicely, scatter shots, wizard towers, other things, whatever you want to. And this is exactly what he's doing. And take a look at that overkill. Take a look at that. That is such a beauty. Really nicely done. Really well executed. The last freeze was not even necessary. The last invisibility spell is getting put onto the clan card, so that's how you do it. And this is going to be another 3-star for Yo-Yo. And there we go with the next... come on, Yo-Yo. Okay, this is one of my bases. Let's see how he's smashing that. Okay. Oh, man. I don't want that he's attacking my base. That's not nice of him, but... Hey, let's see how it's doing. Let's see if it's going to be a horrible fail. There's the first Kurkoloon, and it's already getting that black mine down. The archer tower though is on those healers, so the archer tower needs to go down quickly. That's what is going to happen. The king is getting funneled in there as well, just to take down even more buildings. And yet again, he's charging the town hall. Going for that town hall is one of the key things on those bases. And he's doing it yet again. The king just as a final option. There's the NATO. I guess preventing for like a blizzard. Yeah, that's what looking like a blizzard blimp or something. And now everything is in there. There's the rage. Getting in the next wall break over there as well. And well, with the queen now taking on the clan card. What's really important that this warden did go down. This would have been awful. Otherwise, he's going to freeze that expo on defense, raging yet again. And now you need to be careful with that eagle on the line as well. It's going to be a lot of damage. The next wall break is not going where he wanted it to go. There is the ability to keep the queen alive. The royal champion is helping, and now we can see yet again the same story. Like he's using the royal champion to push the Lalo in the right direction. And now we see the Lalo going through, and yeah, there is the Tesla farm in the core. Typically, I put all of the traps in there. Originally, there was the NATO trap over there, but I guess this guy changed it up. And there are so many rages. He just keep raging those dunes. It is incredible. And this means this base is just getting wrecked. Oh my lord, this poor base. Like, what does this base do to him? Like, that's not nice. That's not nice. But hey, by the way, if you want to tweak this base, or like if you want to copy the new version, because this is the old one, switch the clan caster and the sweepers, by the way. Like, switch those. So this means the queen can't access the sweepers anymore as well. It's a kind of like a nice improvement. But either way, this is going to be a 3-star with this swag on the clan castle. That hurts. But either way, Yo-Yo OP getting it done yet again with the slammer not even opening. And this at this point is getting kind of impressive, I have to say. Okay, next attack is in, and that's actually kind of funny. That is actually really funny, because this is one of his own bases. So let's see how he cracked that base, because it is like, I personally as a base builder hate it if I have to attack my own bases. I should know how to beat them, but to be honest, I never know. So it's really annoying. But he's just charging in, making sure that he's taking down everything. There's the Kurkoloon. Should take down the clan castle soon. There's the wall break. Really nicely done. Just so you guys get access to the back end. And then just charging in. There's the freeze for the town hall and everything. We have this wall break at the bottom side for the defending queen in there as well. There's the invisibility spell. And now he should be able to take down the single inferno tower, because before anything is coming over of the clan castle. There is a nice poison to keep everything alive. The king should eventually go in there, the one wizard. And at this point, it's a lot of multitasking. He's yet again using the king as like a final option. The royal champion in there as well. And where is he going to start with that Lalo? I guess from the top right side, because he has quick access to the royal champion. But maybe he's going from the left side as well, because there's like, that's the quick entry for the eagle. So let's see. There's the next wall. Wow, that wall break. Oh, it's barely, like this compartment barely opened. That was clutch. But this George so far is just looking insane. This George so far is just looking incredible. Wow, royal champion ability now. He can't really help the royal champion at this point. He just needs to make sure that the back end royal champion is going down. As long as that's going to happen, this base is looking crushed. Yeah, like just this wall of Lalo, like flying on the back end, like this is... I want to play Lalo like this as well. Like this is looking just so impressive. Just a huge Lalo portion of the back end going in there. The queen is going for one of those walls, but it's looking already wrecked yet again. Really nice attacks by Lalo yet again. Thank you so much for him that he shared all of this with us. And yeah, it was a fun time seeing his attacks. And I want to give one last tip to you guys. If you want to learn something new, like strategy-wise, go for it and test it like for a couple of weeks. I have seen so many people who said, like Itsu, I want to try out Queen Charge Lalo, but the first 2 days I only had 200, whatever. And I stopped right away again. Before you can actually somehow get even close to mastering a strategy, you need to put in like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, one entire season before you can even consider, is it a good strategy or a bad strategy for me? Try it out a bit longer. Yes, your trophies might suffer in the beginning, but just take a look at a couple of the top players pushing so high up there, even with like only pushing like for 2 weeks or something. So yes, as long as you found your strategy, you are going to have way more success with that. And yeah, Queen Charge Lalo is one of those strategies. If you put work into that, it's always a really powerful strategy. Thank you so much either way for watching the video. I hope you learned something new. And well, see you tomorrow. Until then, see ya and bye bye.